everyone. Hi. It's Ilsa Manning here from Ilsa Fragrances. I'm here with Shanel Smith. She is the owner of Obsessed AZ and a market off mill, and I can't wait to tell you all about it today and for you to ask your questions. And yeah, so let's get started. Welcome to Ilsa Fragrances Coffee and Conversation. Hi, Christy. Thank you for joining us. Hi, Jana. Here we highlight the achievements of amazing women like you. Please say hi and send us your questions. In case you don't know, I'm Ilsa Manning, the founder of Ilsa Fragrances. Hi, Jana. And if you don't know about us, briefly after the birth of my first daughter, I was inspired to create Ilsa Fragrances. At its core, we encourage women to believe in themselves, understand their true potential, be empowered by this knowledge, and to achieve their dreams. You are incredible, and you can do anything you put your mind to. Our first fragrance is a powerful and sophisticated fine perfume called Infinite No. 1 because your dreams, potential, and capabilities are infinite. It's available at ilsafragrances.com and here at a market off mill, and I will show you this lovely space. There is behind this door, there's even more. But you can see all the retail. It's probably gonna get dark, so maybe I'll walk around a bit. And then, sorry, we did a little maneuvering over here. And then here is the lovely setup at a market off mill. So make sure you come on down and check it out. Now I'm gonna have to make sure we're all nice and set up here. Hi, Amy, thank you for joining us. All right, now coffee and conversation. If any of you follow Ilsa Fragrances on Instagram, I love my coffee. So we've got here today Lucy's from the Orchard, lovely iced coffee. And so pairing good coffee with while engaging with an amazing woman and learning about her journey is why we're here today. So please allow me to, now all of the introduction is done. Here we are with Shanel Smith, owner of the online clothing store Obsessed AZ and local Tempe boutique, a market off mill, and I cannot wait to hear how everything came about. So Shanel, tell me a bit about yourself and your path to opening up. Well, I think maybe Obsessed AZ came first,
right,
and
right.
then this space, a market off mill.
Okay.
And then oh, you can't see me? Can you see
Anyone?
We can see ourselves. What do you think? Can you turn the camera? What, like this? Like that? We can see Shanel. Okay, how about now? I can see you both.
Okay, yay.
I can, okay. All right, thanks, ladies.
That's funny.
All right, so we'll stick like this. Maybe it's just me. Okay. You look great to me. Oh, thanks, Amy.
Oh, that's so sweet.
All right. Jenna, let us know. Maybe check out a few things on your computer. I don't know, or your phone. This stuff is so tricky, and I'm really not an IT person. So, yeah. All right. So we're gonna hop on. Let us know if there's anything else. Any problems, any technical problems that maybe we can help with. I don't know. So in the meantime, ask us a question. So, Shanel, your journey.
Okay. I started this journey when I was 23, so
Okay.
It's been like 3 years, going on 4 years.
Okay.
And I just always knew from a very young age that I wanted to be a business owner. I mean, like literally since like first grade, they go around and they ask you what you want to be when you get older, and the answers are typically like lawyer, doctor, the very common things that our parents would love for us to be. And I always was like, I'm going to be a business owner, but obviously at like 6 years old, I don't know what that means.
No.
It's just what my parents did, so I knew that that's what I wanted to do. So when I graduated,
Which is amazing.
Thank you.
That is amazing to have that clarity.
Yeah.
Well,
so I didn't know. So yeah, as much clarity as you can try to have.
Yeah.
So when I graduated college, I still knew that that was the path that I wanted to go down. I just didn't know exactly what I wanted it to be. But I discovered this other boutique that's in California, and I was like, oh my gosh, I love their style. I was like, I can do this. Like, I've always been into tailoring my own clothes. Like, I would, from the time I got a car, I would go to the mall, and then I would take my clothes to the tailor. My parents made me pay for it myself because they're like, you can buy off the rack.
Awesome.
But I was like, no, I want it to fit and look a certain way. So until I learned how to sew myself, I would always go to this like seamstress.
Awesome.
Anyway, so I was always altering clothes growing up. And so when the time came, I was like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. So I opened up Obsessed in 2014, I think, or 15 maybe. I really don't. I can't remember.
The time goes by so quickly.
Yeah.
It really, yeah.
And I never, ever intended for it to be a physical store. And then developing a market off mill. Those were like not even in my 10-year plan.
Yeah.
That was like, okay, one day when I have kids and they're in high school, like that's when I'll have a store.
Yeah.
But it just kind of fell into place. So Obsessed started as an online store and pop-up shops. Which bred into a market off mill, housing people who did the same thing as I did, which they were online and doing pop-up shops. And the number one...
which is why we're in this fabulous space.
And I think the number one question I always get when I'm out doing shows is, where can I find your stuff in person? Not everybody is an impulse shopper, which at pop-up shops it is a lot of impulse buying. So a market off mill gave us all that home base where you're like, okay, I'm at this pop-up shop still, but you can find my products here. Monday through, or Tuesday through Saturday.
Whenever you want to do your shopping. Here you're introduced to it and then come in. So tell me, so does that mean that Obsessed AZ, those are clothes that you are creating? Is that I'm understanding correctly?
Yes. Well, I have two. Like I do. What we're known for is we take vintage t-shirts from men and repurpose them into women. Women's wear. So it'll be like men's XX and I'll take it into like a bodysuit or I'll take it into a crop top. Primarily why we're in Tempe is because I do cater to the college girls. So kind of clothes that they're into. So those are our money makers. Those are the things that move fast. But to fill out the shelves more, like we do carry product from up and coming designers from around the US.
That's amazing.
I
didn't realize that you were doing your own seamstressing.
That's a good way to
creating your own line. That is amazing. That is amazing. Look, I've learned something. Yay! And so it's not a question here. I'm gonna go off a little bit. So how did you learn to sew and all of that? Are you self-taught or did you take classes?
A little bit of both. My mom put me in sewing classes when I was 12. And so I would go to like Joann's. And I would just go like an hour every Saturday and they would just teach me the basics. And then once YouTube came along, a lot of the things that I've learned have been through YouTube. So I don't know if that's necessarily self-taught, maybe self-exploring and then still learning from someone else. But there are still things that like I'll keep doing it until I figure it out. But YouTube has all the answers.
It is, I've learned a lot about YouTube that, if there's anything you do want to learn, you can't just go in and tends to be at least a 30-second video. Or many options that go from 30 seconds to like an hour where you can learn what you need to learn to do what you want to do. It's a great resource. So take a note. All right, so to look back here, what are some of the challenges that you faced while pursuing Obsessed AZ and then opening up this shop? Or maybe just one large one, I don't know.
I think there's multiple challenges, and this is not to discourage anyone. This is just like me being honest.
And I think it's really important to be honest and to get the reality, because it is having these dreams and pursuing them. There are so many things where you feel amazing because you've conquered something, but like to conquer whatever task or goal or whatever, there's always bumps and hiccups and challenges. So, hi Erin, thank you for joining us. It's great to see you.
I would say I have a few challenges that have been like the biggest challenges. One, which I think is every industry, no matter what you decide to do in life, is competition. Especially in my field and the way social media is it's so accessible. So standing out is very challenging, and I think that something that works better, instead of like let me stand out through my clothes, where like anybody can figure out how to do this.
Yes. Yeah.
Anybody can go to the designers I go to and buy the same stuff and sell the same stuff I do.
Yeah.
I think is your message behind what you're doing.
Yes.
That's what makes you different.
Yep.
And you can try to be as unique as possible. But again, there's millions of us doing the same thing. So
It's true.
someone else may do exactly what I do,
Yeah.
but is their message different?
Yeah.
So I would say standing out is very challenging. And then the second would be marketing. I would say that has to be the hardest thing, because if you don't have a budget to market, there's only so much free stuff you can do to like keep upping yourself. And so if you don't have the finances for it, and as a small business, it's like, okay, do I spend money this month on advertising, or do I spend it on inventory or employee costs, or do I work the hours myself? So it's just like the balance of that. The marketing is really, really hard. So those are the things that I find tough.
I would 100% agree with all of that. And again, not to discourage, but just to be the reality of like these are some main challenges, and especially as a small business, doing it on your own, and where are you going to put your time and your money, and how are you unique? Yeah, no, all great things to think about, you know, if you're out there thinking about owning your own business. What do you do when you're feeling discouraged? Or when you've had a setback?
Okay, this is gonna sound so weird, but I there's this woman, I can't remember her name exactly. I used to follow her on Instagram, and she had a stroke at like 27 years old, just a very, very young age.
Oh my goodness.
And so she had to learn to talk and walk and all these things. And she said something that she did every morning was she would go into her closet and she would just bawl her eyes out. And after 15 minutes, she would get up and she would continue, and she wouldn't cry the rest of the day. She's like, now my game face is on and I've got to take care of business. And not that I cry every day. Not that I'm going through anything that this woman went through. But on those days where I am like so under the weight of just like the pressures of like owning a business, I will give myself 15-20 minutes to just like cry it out, or just be angry.
Express
It's not always crying. I could just be angry in that moment. Then after that, I'm like, okay, what are my goals for today? And let's start checking them off. Because when I tend to make like a list of like a to-do list, and I can check something off, I'm like, okay, I accomplished something today. I may still have this overbearing over here, but I got this done. So that's what I try to do.
That's amazing. Own it, just feel it, get it out, and then move on. Move on.
Move on. Because if you dwell on the things that don't go right, because there's a lot of things that don't go right, it's like then you just can't be in business, because you spend too much time dwelling on what didn't work out.
And that's the thing. Learn from it. Feel it. Learn from it. Move on. That's awesome. That's amazing. And we've got a question right here from Christy. How do you stay current? Great question.
I love to follow like fashion bloggers that I think are like trending and happening. I won't lie to you, I don't tend to look at too many celebrities and what they're wearing, because I don't like to follow the exact trends and I'm not saying their trends are off, they're exactly on, but I just want to kind of be my own person. So I sometimes feel like mixing and matching some of the fashion bloggers that I follow.
And then making it
my own is how I try to stay current.
That's awesome. That's great. Do you have any off the top of your head that kind of your favorites that you'd recommend people to?
My favorite one is We Wore What. Her name is Danielle.
We Wore What?
Okay. Yes.
Is it just weworewhat.com?
Her name is Danielle. I can't remember her last name, but this girl is about to turn 26 years old like next week. She's super young. And she gets all these crazy like brand deals because her fashion is just so like different. She's just so her own person. So I really like her, and
Can't
I really
wait to
like
check that out.
And I really
Hi, Beth.
I really like a girl who was born and raised here in Arizona, but now lives in New York. Her name is Color Me Courtney. Her style is not at all my style, but her creativity is inspiring to be like, okay, let me try something in this direction, just maybe not as colorful, because I like to wear like dark.
So, and is she just colormecourtney.com?
Colormecourtney.com. She's really cool to look at.
weworewhat.com and colormecourtney.com. I can't wait to go and check these out. Awesome. So, if there is a young woman or any woman watching right now whose passion is clothing or retail, what advice would you give her about setting out on her own and pursuing a dream in clothing design and retail?
I have two. One would be save all your money when you're young, because like I try to tell, my sister's 7 years younger than me, and I try to tell her all the time, there's things that
she's at like a good, if she's 7 years younger, she's at a good place for
for me to save. Nurture her to save her money, because when you do it, when an opportunity presents itself, you have the option to say yes because you have the finances. So although I work in the fashion industry, I don't like to push consumerism on people. You don't always need new stuff. Like you don't need an entire new outfit. You can come in here and buy one shirt and go mix it with something that you have at home.
And you'll have a whole new outfit.
And you'll have a whole new outfit. So the reason why I say save is because there's so many things that I bought at a young age, like once I started working for myself, that I look back now and there's just no value in that. Like I would have been more picky about the things that I purchased, so I could have saved money to be in the position I am in now. And then two would be to intern. I interned, and I work for myself because I don't like working for other people, and so interning was really hard.
And I'm sure you learned, it was probably confirmed when you were interning, like, no, I do not want to work for anybody else.
I was not a horrible intern, like I've always worked hard, but it was just very hard for me to work for someone else and work for free. But the connections that I got out of them, and the interns that led to other internships, it's invaluable. Like you can't put a price tag on that.
No.
So I would say for anybody who wants to do that, intern, even if it's for free. Because we all have to pay our dues, and so that's a great way to put them in.
That is great. That is great advice. So save money, which, to be honest, I have heard that as well. It's not necessarily saving money, but having money, so that you can say yes when that opportunity comes. That's amazing. And then interning, pay our dues, and the networking that comes from that. That is that is awesome. Great advice. All right, and so we're gonna round it out for, if you have any other questions, please ask us. But my last question for Shanel is a fun fact. You might not know out there, but Shanel's parents own the iconic Phoenix barbecue joint, Honey Bear's Barbecue, which that makes me want some right now. What's your favorite part about having a barbecue restaurant in the family? Like, I mean, so you grew up watching, okay, I want to be a business owner myself, but specifically the barbecue restaurant part of it is what I'm interested in. What's your favorite part about having that in your life for always?
This is gonna sound so bratty, but like something that I can say with pride is that when we have like parties, even if they're small gatherings, like I know that our food is always like spectacular. It's like when I go to other people's houses and I was like, is there food? Should I bring some?
Do you want me? Can you want me to bring some? I'll be happy to.
So I would say that's probably always been the coolest part, that like food is like the way to everyone's heart, not just the way to a man's heart, but the way to everyone's heart. So it's like, I don't know, there was always a place, there was one when I was growing up right down the street from my high school. So I would go there to lunch with friends, I would go there after school with friends. So it's just kind of like a gathering place. It awarded me a lot of opportunities in life. But I would still say the best part is being able to like feed people. And like, this is so bad, but like get what you want because you give them food. So like there's this like security guard that I have to like get past security at this like venue that I go to, and so I'll just like bring him a sandwich and he'll like pass me by with no credentials. So it's things like that that's like so bad, but
it's also one of those things in life. You learn.
If you go into any industry, food's the way to go.
Food's the way to go. All right, there you go. A little bit more advice. Awesome. Okay. Well, that's it from me. Let me just make sure. Thank you all for joining us today for Coffee and Conversation. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I enjoyed being here with Shanel and learning a bit more about everything that she does for Obsessed AZ and a Market Off Mill. And if you're in the Phoenix area and would like to participate, message me at Ilsa Fragrances here on Facebook or info@ilsafragrances.com. If you know a fabulous woman in the Phoenix area and thinks she should be on here, then contact us as well. Let's support one another in achieving our dreams. Until next time. Bye.